Alright, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII MonoMod. Today we have a very special guest, Final Fantasy VII Clock. Final Fantasy VII Clock is our special guest today. Thank you so much for being here. TikTok on the clock. Welcome on the spot. No, it's Drop Down 13's here. It's good to be. I almost said good to be here. That's your line.
It's good to be here.
Alright, glad you're here.
Not scripted at all.
So... It's not scripted. The show is not scripted. It's 100% fake and gay. So, just got out of Nibelheim, and we're going towards Rocket Town, so we got a little bit of a story to fly through. So, there was a few things I wanted to talk about today. Is there anything you want to talk about before I do my spiel?
No, man.
No?
No.
Just chilling?
Do your spiel.
Drop Down's here, because he was here for the grand finale of Hollow Month. And the grand finale of Hollow Month Yo! Crimson Raven. Holy cow, my man.
Crimson.
Can I get some phone figures in the chat? Crimson Raven with the 10,000 bits. Had some extra cash just laying around. Actually, man, that's extra cash. Because I worked a couple surprise third shifts last week. This is for the entertaining me during those long hours. Also fake and gay. Thank you so much, my man.
Extra cash. $100 extra cash.
But, hey, if you worked a lot of
I
third
like loose
shifts,
change in like an old pair of pants. I'm like, oh yeah.
Ooh,
I'm like, 40
$100.
cents.
No, really, like, thank you so much. The money, like,
Awesome.
the bits are awesome, but what really makes me happy is, like, the fact that I was able to get you through the third shifts. Like, I get those kind of comments all the time. On YouTube, people are like, oh, I had this terrible week, but I watched your videos and it got me through it because it's just a nice kind of chill thing. And that really does mean a lot to me, like, more than anything to me. It's just really... That's kind of what I want my show to be. That's why I'm more of a chill show that just kind of does the long episodes of mods and stuff. I have like certain videos that are shorter and like the highlight videos that are shorter. Holy cow, I can't even get through my thought, bro! With the 10,000 bits as well. I don't have extra money, but here's 10,000 bits. Thank you, my man. And thank you for the 100 bits, Dino. Gets me through my work week every day except Thursdays. Yep, sorry. Rip Thursdays. But for real, I get a lot of people that say that, and it just means a lot to me because that's kind of why I make these playthroughs. My highlight videos are like shorter, and my in-depth videos and like tutorial videos, those are, 20, 30 minutes, whatever. These long videos I do because I know a lot of people like to watch my show while they're at work or while they're, lurking or whatever. And so it means a lot to me that you used it to get through your third shifts. So yeah, thank you a lot, and I'm really glad you're here. Oh, that is Makushi with the 2-month resub. My man, welcome back to the crew.
All the foam fingers this morning.
All the foam fingers this morning, indeed. And the bit trains. Thank you, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, Drop Down was here for the finale of Hollow Month. The finale of Hollow Month was like one of the most incredible streams I've ever done. Like, just personally, it was amazing. There was so much support. There was so many people like winning stuff and going crazy because they won stuff. The Not So Pro Jason won the PC, and he was super stoked about that. Gave away a Switch. Dropton got a Switch. It was just a lot of fun. It was a really, really fun stream. So and I beat Doom Nightmare in one day. That was awesome. And I did not expect to do that at all. So it was just an awesome day all around. So yeah, Dropton's still here. He's here for the next couple streams, and we're gonna be chilling, playing games. And he's here for the MonoMod as well. Think of the 777 Ajiron. So I don't need it. Well, Nah. I guess I could take.
It's free.
the-
I mean,
Yeah, I think it's free.
you just talk to a guy.
Just talk to a guy. Hey, what's going on?
Here's a sword.
So while we're doing this big story section, I need to talk to all of you very seriously for a moment. I make fun of. I need to talk to you guys seriously. Yeah, that was the 1,000 from earlier. Jaggin, thank you, my man. There's no getting off this bit train. I agree. So I make fun of YouTube sometimes. Most of the time, I try to show my love and appreciation for YouTube, but sometimes I just read something on YouTube that blows my mind. I went this way on accident. Yesterday was no exception. Yesterday I read probably the single most ridiculous YouTube comment I've ever read in my life. And let me just preface this by saying YouTube's been incredible lately. With my, the new in-depth video I just uploaded, and I'll talk about that in a bit. You guys have been, incredible. Complete, like, the greatest. Every comment I read is just, like, the best thing ever. And I appreciate it. Except for one. There was one comment that truly stood out from the rest. Truly a masterpiece in YouTube, dumb. YouTube dumb. That's that gifted sub, the Pool Junkie. That was a gifted sub, right? Yeah, Makushi's gifted sub, the Pool Junkie. Pool Junkie, welcome to the crew. Enjoy this one figure emotes and that beautiful green materia badge. Let me quickly find this comment because it's worth it. It's worth the wait.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
I think it was one of the first.
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
Stupid YouTube doesn't show me all my comments anymore. I gotta scroll down. Scroll down. I think it was on this video.
It was on, yeah, it was.
There it is. So, I'm just gonna read it, and I'm just gonna let it sink in. I'm just gonna let it sink in for you. He said, and I quote, "Cool, but why are you wearing Christmas hats? There is no Santa or God, but that's secondary. Yes, I'm being intentionally inflammatory. Sorry." That's.
Oh, you ready?
I'm so ready. There, I copied it in the chat so you can read it for yourself.
Read it a couple times.
Read it a couple times. Let it embrace you. Let it give you its warm embrace.
No, don't worry, Knox. There's definitely a Santa Claus. Don't believe what you hear on the playground.
Every time I read it, I get more out of it, I swear. The first time I read it, I was just like, why is he talking about my hat? And then every time after that, I just get more and more out of it. Like, wait.
It's like a metaphysic puzzle.
It is. It's like a Rubik's Cube of possibilities. It truly is. I've never read anything like it in all my life. I don't even know what to say about it. First of all, here, let me start with like the not obvious and move towards the obvious. It drives me crazy when people type stuff and they say like something terribly mean
and they apologize.
And then they respond and then they're like, in the same sentence they're like, well, I know that's kind of mean, sorry. You can't just say something and then immediately apologize before it's even received. That's not how it works. It's a comment. You can just delete it and start over. Like, do you not have a backspace key? You're just like, everything sucks and you're bad. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I apologize. Game music's very quiet. Thank you for letting me know. That's because this is down on accident. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Who is Sid, by the way? I think it's
Characters?
Characters?
Dude. Games.
Games. That's the best one. Games.
Games. Email.
Please tell me you all know what we're referencing. If you know what we're referencing, type it in the YouTube comments now.
Yeah.
And then tell me to stop wearing Christmas hats. Sid is borked.
Borked. How is that spelled?
Well, obviously,
Bork?
the correct way. Oh, not borked.
Blort?
Not borked. There we go. Borked. So,
Nice.
So yeah, you can't just say something and then immediately apologize for it, okay? That's the not obvious. So let's move on to more of the obvious. First off, that comment was on my in-depth video, my new in-depth video, where for literally 2 seconds I show a clip where I was wearing a Christmas hat. Like 15 seconds into the video, I show a 2-second clip of me wearing a Christmas hat, and that's what this guy commented about.
But you actually referenced why you were doing it.
It was the
It's
Christmas
not like you
video.
just threw in some random clip.
No.
You were referring to old clips that you used to do during the holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I guess he just watched it for 15 seconds, found something that he wanted to crap post about, typed that out, and then exited out. That's my guess. But, thank you for the gifted sub to Monster Hunter Unite Arco. Monster Hunter, welcome to the crew, my man.
What?
I'm actually going to save, even though Palmer is usually a joke. I don't think Palmer would be a problem, because we have poison. But thank you for the gifted sub, Dino, to Redenoff. Redenoff, welcome to the crew, my man. So, okay, so that's that. Like, why does wearing a Christmas hat during a Christmas video matter? But more importantly, what does wearing a Christmas hat have anything to do with Santa? Like, why, if Santa doesn't exist, why are we not allowed to wear Christmas hats? Like, where do these two like, how does this go together in any kind of, that's like saying, like, if I walked up this morning and Tropton was eating eggs, and I was like, hey! You can't be eating those eggs. Easter Bunny doesn't exist.
Yeah.
What are you, nuts? Like, what? These concepts don't go together. Christmas hat is a thing you wear at Christmas. Even if Santa exists or doesn't exist, you wear it because it's Christmas. These things don't go together.
That actually happened. He did yell at me. For that.
and then after that, just to be like, by the way, there's no God too. But that's secondary. But I just want to let you know. But that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But I just want to let you know. There's no God also, so no Christmas hats. Yeah.
I bet you he's got one of those "Keep the Christ in Christmas" stickers on the back of his car.
Probably. And baby on board
Baby.
as well. With all due respect, sorry not sorry, just saying, no offense. No
He
Christmas
just has
hats.
a dead baby nailed to a board on the back in his back seat. Baby on board. And he shows everybody as he's driving down the highway.
Like,
It's a little dark for it's a little too early in the morning for such a dark comment.
I need some more coffee after that. Thank you for the 777, Arco. Appreciate it, man. What did we do on our free day yesterday? What did we do?
We had a fun day.
We had a fun day.
Got some work done?
I got a bunch of work done, surprisingly. So pretty much, I was going to talk about this a little later, but thank you for the gifted sub to JT. JT, welcome to the crew. I was going to talk about this a little bit later, but I have been working like the last month on that in-depth video, so I've gotten like nothing done other than that. So yesterday was the first day I didn't have to work on the in-depth video because I got it finished. And even though he was here, I actually got like a ton of work done yesterday. So that was actually really nice. And then We played some Mario Party with me, Wivolution, and Tropdon.
It was so much fun.
We all played Mario Party 3. Mario Party 3, the best Mario Party. I don't know if it's the best. It's just the one I own. So we played Mario Party 3, and then we went out to dinner, and it was fun. It was a good day. Tropdon played on his Switch all day.
I did.
He took forever to get... So I gifted Tropdon a Switch during Hollow Month, and he didn't play it that day. And then we woke up, and he wasn't playing it then. And then I started working, and he was like, all right, time to bust it out. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And literally like 5 hours later, he's still into Mario Odyssey. Like,
huh?
What am I supposed to eat or something?
Oh my god, what
Mario.
Is it?
he got into Mario Odyssey.
I did.
That game is hard to put down, like really hard, because it just keeps going. It's just there's so much content in that game.
And my copy of Breath of the Wild should arrive today.
Oh, did you order it here?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You able to tell me how that is, because I haven't broken open my copy yet. Might be doing that on Monday. Monday. Yeah, I'm really excited for Monday. Monday we're doing a fan day on stream, and we're going to be playing a bunch of games that have been donated by the fans.
It's going to be a lot. Including
a bunch of Switch games donated by Arco. It's going to be really fun. Wow. We're sitting here doing a collab stream, and Dino's like, you need to do more collab streams. I know what you meant. It's just fun.
Yeah. And seriously, if I lived closer, there would be.
Do I want... What do I want? First off, I have new weapons. I haven't really looked at, like, any of this yet. I've just been kind of flying through because I haven't really needed to. You can just keep that. Don't need the fire. Well, actually, this fight isn't really bad to have the firing. In fact, maybe I'll just keep all my elemental resistance because it's actually kind of good against Palmer.
Yeah.
Give
the Mako gun does fire and ice.
Fire, ice, bolt.
It doesn't do bolt a lot, I noticed. Mainly fire and ice. I don't know if there's a percentage of like.
I thought it was like the same.
How often it does it?
Maybe not though. But yeah, just those three. That's all he does. And then sometimes he smacks his butt. It's actually an attack. He smacks his butt. Nothing happens.
Butt smack.
Kind of like Rufus's laugh. But Rufus's laugh has an actual code to it. If you do enough damage, you will. Oh, my boss music is still on. Whoops!
No one heard that.
My boss music is still on. We can fix that here real quick. Yeah, I reinstalled the mod, so it reinstalled the music. And I forgot to change it back. Now you get to see
how to change it.
In-depth mechanics. Data folders and stuff. Whoa!
Kernels.
3D chess.
19D chess.
19D chess. Dude, Tropdon was playing some 19D chess yesterday in Mario Party. It was nuts. I've never seen
pretty
anything
good
like...
for someone who's never played before.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it, to be honest. Did I put it in? No, I put it in here. I can't spell Final Fantasy.
Chew.
I hit skip. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, we had to change the music. My bad. I forgot to change the boss music back. Thanks, YouTube. Not the people on YouTube, YouTube itself, for making us have to change the boss music. Although I have noticed that everyone really loves the new boss music, so yeah, everyone's big fan. So
well, that song is dope. That's why.
It is. It fits so well. It shockingly fits so well with the game. I thought it would feel out of place, but it doesn't at all. Especially when it's like some of the more epic boss battles that like have a big build up, and then it starts that that beginning of the song. So good. Yo, Dino, thank you for the 48 bits and all the 3 bits. Bro, thank you for the gifted sub to Heartless Alchemist. I like that name, yeah, Heartless Alchemist. It's a cool name. Welcome to the crew, my dude. And Twiggy, thank you for the 101. So, yeah, what else did I have to talk about? I wanted to talk about the in-depth video. I am going to make an update video once you leave, probably like next Thursday. About kind of the behind the scenes of the in-depth video, but I'll talk about it a little bit here. So if you watch the in-depth video, you watch the beginning of the in-depth video, I talk about how in-depth is now going to be the main series of 48 Productions. So before, like, man, a while ago, yo, bro, with the gifted sub to Mistia Lorelei. Lorelei? Mistia Lorelei? Thank you so much. Welcome to the crew. So, a while back, the Final Fantasy VII tutorial videos were like the main series of the show on YouTube. And, but those took a long time to make, and there was usually pretty big gaps in between them. So sometime in, like, man, probably September-ish, maybe even before then, no, probably about September of last year, I made the decision to change things up and potentially make In-Depth the main series of the show. There's a couple reasons for that. But mostly it's because you guys wanted it. Mostly it's because I got way more comments about in-depth than I did tutorials. So it's just something that everyone was looking forward to. Thank you for the 848, Arco. So it's something that you guys were looking forward to. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I enjoy making the in-depths even more than I do the tutorials. It's just, I really enjoy making them. They're really fun videos to make. So I made that decision like last year, and then I had a baby, I moved, and crazy things happened. So I had to hold off on all that, and I didn't want to make the announcement that I was thinking of that because it was going to be a while before, you know, it actually happened. So I kind of just stayed quiet on it, but it was something that I thought about a long time ago. And then, yeah, so now that I'm in my new house and everything's, you know, back to normal, I decided to make the announcement, but I didn't want to make the announcement until the Tifa video was done, so I finished up the Tifa video, uploaded it, and then here we are. So, my goal is to have a new in-depth every, like, month and a half. I'd like to do every month. It'll probably be more like every month and a half, knowing my life and having a 1-year-old son. But if nothing else, my biggest goal is to not go any further than like 2 months before a new episode. So that's my personal goal, to not have at least an episode every 2 months.
On the Moogle Ages. Okay, he hurts a lot. He hurts a lot more than I thought he would. And he used ice twice, the only thing I know I have protection from. So this might be an issue. There's the bug smack.
You smacked his butt. That's good. So hard. I hate this fight's camera angle. It's hard to tell what you're throwing at.
That's cool.
Hi, Taru.
How's it going, Nataru? I forgot Comet was under Quattro Magic.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Really, the poison damage is all we need, though. Big Guard didn't do crap for me because of active battle.
Jesus, spamming the ice.
Sleep doesn't work on him, but Poison does. Poison's the only thing that works on him. And Paralysis, I think. We go on him. What's up, Lit?
One like whoosh. Very agile for a fat guy. And summon truck. There it is.
Truck summon activated. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. What's up, Daisu? Daisu? Welcome. Can we get a truck summon mod? On it. I'm on it.
That'd be awesome. If you could just...
Summon a truck?
Yeah. To hit, like, you know... like you're in the middle of, you know, down in the northern crater, fighting Genova, and then there's, like, some random delivery truck.
I think it would work best if it worked like Odin in Final Fantasy VIII, where he just appears at random. So you're just in a fight and suddenly just bam.
It's amazing how fast Sid can run.
Yeah, he can move, man.
He caught up to a flying plane.
It's crazy how fast Cloud can move on this plane.
Okay.
The only thing better is the PS4 version at ×3.
Yeah.
Looks ridiculous. What's up, Crick? Glad you're enjoying the stream while you work. Where do you work at? Can you come work at my house? Because everything's breaking. Just broke everything. Are you a coaster manufacturer? I need a new coaster. I just broke mine. You work at Autodesk. What is Autodesk?
I don't know. With cars?
I don't know what Autodesk
car
is.
Car repair?
Car repair? Oh, auto? Like auto
yeah.
mobile?
Automobile.
I was thinking auto, like
Automatic.
automation.
Yeah. Autodesk is like geeks.
Who is the lucky winner of the grand prize? You can actually check the Hollow Month page. It's still up, and I put all the winners on the Hollow Month page. The command still works too. Not So Pro Jared won the grand prize,
Jason.
the PC. Jason. Do I keep calling?
You've done that. I think you even said, "Why do I keep calling him Jared?"
Maybe I just got Subway on the mind. I don't know. I get Subway on the mind. Trying to get me a meatball sub. Not So Pro Jason won.
I like the chicken teriyaki, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
I like their meatball subs. That's pretty much all I get there. Because I'm not really a big fan of subs,
Yeah.
but I love meatball subs. Those are great. But those don't even really count because they're kind of different. Speaking of Not So Pro Jason, I've been called worse. I mean, I could have called you like Not So Pro Cindy or something. You're like, wait a second. This guy isn't even close. You know, I always autopilot here. I always autopilot to
Bone Village.
Bone Village, but we don't want to go to Bone Village yet.
Not yet.
That's true. There is a Pro Jared, like very popular YouTuber,
Yeah.
so maybe that's where I keep accidentally getting the name from. Pro Jared's pretty cool. I never really watched a ton of him, but the stuff that I have watched, I enjoyed. Isn't she the flotation device from 15? I don't want to talk about it. But yes. You can't get Kajata until you get the... Until you do this part, I don't believe. Can you go get the Lunar Harp this early?
I don't know.
I never tried. Because I've never really had a reason to.
I mean, you have Kajata available for
Temple, which would be really good.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have tried that
Try it.
before.
I say go for it. What? I mean, there's nothing really stopping you.
I mean...
Unless there's a trigger that the harp won't appear until
I feel like there is.
you do something else.
I feel like 100% there is. I tell you what. I'll try it.
I was gonna say it'd be worth it.
But I'm going to cheat it because I don't feel like walking all the way over there.
It's okay. You forgot to do something anyway. It's okay. Ba-ding. Wow, what a journey.
What a journey. Yeah, see, all he does is sell you stuff. He doesn't give you the option to dig. And if you go here without the Lunar Harp, you never get to the screen with Kajata, I don't believe. You just get the first screen over and over.
Really? I never even tried it. You mean you'll run through and then appear right back here?
You've never tried going through here without the harp?
No.
Yeah, you just get this.
Oh, but this is where Kajata is.
I think
It's on this screen.
I think he technically appears on the second version of this screen. Yeah. So like there's two versions of this screen that look very similar, and Kajata appears on the second. And you only get to the first without the Lunar Harp.
Bro said he saw it.
Nah, you probably saw this. So I don't know why this is here. Oh, there it is! Alright, there you go. You can get
There
it.
was a random pink pixel.
Yeah, there's a random pixel there that's like, why is it there?
That's awesome.
There you go. You can get Kajata early. I never knew that. So, let's go get it legit.
Sweet.
Let me back up my saves real quick, because sometimes when you screw with saves, the Steam version likes to just delete your saves.
No.
Okay. Let's go get it legit. Yeah, I never knew that. I don't... See, it won't be super useful for Red Dragon, but I actually kind of wonder if it would be good for
Demon Wall?
Demon Wall. We'll get it after I get the key.
I mean... Oh no, that's right, because you don't get the summons here.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, the mod doesn't give you the
Nope.
summons.
Yeah, it gives you everything but summons.
I thought
Everything but summons and weapons.
I always thought you had to talk to the weapons dealer before you came up here.
Why?
Because isn't he the one who tells you that Dio has the key to the ancient?
Possibly, but no, you don't have to talk to anybody.
Oh, okay.
You can just go get it. I think because if you're, if you have a keen enough eye, you can actually see it sitting there at any point. So if you knew that, you could just run and grab it without talking
So
to
it
anybody.
was here the first time you were there? You come here?
Yep, it's always there. You can just walk into the thing and see it.
Huh.
You can't grab it, but you can see it.
Interesting.
I almost want to try the battle arena.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to, but I don't feel like moving my materia around.
Oh yeah, look at that. Big lip statue in the back.
Yeah, this thing is beautiful. Never forget. Hold on, let me
And the Bioshock
The Big Daddy over there.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy wannabe.
Like some random like wine glass.
This room truly has some amazing things in it if you take the time to look at it. This is the crown jewel though. This is the crown jewel of this room right here. It's beautiful.
Nightmares.
What? Somebody was having a field day when they created this thing. I don't know what they were thinking. They just, you know, like, all right, Chris, we got this really weird room, and we just need some weird stuff in there. So just
And this back next to it on the left.
let your imagination go wild.
It looks like a picture of somebody.
What's this?
Doesn't that look like a photo?
To me, it looks like a cross, like on a book, almost like a Bible.
Oh yeah, because I see like a face, and then there's like hair on both.
Oh yeah, I see. It's an Elvis picture.
It's. Remote.
You heard it here first. Final Fantasy VII did Bioshock before Bioshock did Bioshock.
That's right.
Confirmed. Dio is actually from our world.
There are actually a lot of real-world references in this game.
There is.
My favorite being in the Seventh Heaven bar on the right-hand side over by the jukebox is a big neon sign that says Texas. It's always my favorite.
There's all sorts of different references in this game. In-depth Dio video. It's crazy. I've been working on that in-depth video for a year, off and on. And I constantly wanted to say stuff about in-depth and where, like, what character should I do and all that, and I've had to hold off for all that time. So to hear people say, like, do an in-depth in Dio, like, as a joke is just, like, really, I don't know. Feels good to finally, like, be able to talk about in-depth after, like, a year of keeping it under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was really that big of an importance to keep it a secret, it's just that because I didn't have enough time to finish it, I didn't want to, like, let the cat out of the bag before I was ready to announce that I wanted to make it the full series, so. One of my favorite references to, I don't know if it's a reference to real life or just a reference to things that aren't in this game, but the AK-47 in Sid's room.
Yeah.
I love how, like, pristine it is, you know? Like, a lot of the references, like the Texas sign and stuff, you kind of have to look at it to see it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you walk into Sid's room, it's the first thing you see. It's sitting right there. It's like, it's straight up an AK-47. It looks so obvious. Who said it was a joke? Oh, you really want to do an in-depth on Dio? I don't think there's enough info on him. I don't think he really does anything other than walk around his underwear.
Mm-hmm.
The video would probably be me walking around my underwear as the beginning joke, and then it would do the intro, and then it'd be like, Dio's a guy who walks around his underwear and has the keystone.
It's like 10 million views, right?
Thanks for coming. See ya. See you on the next new in-depth. In-depth, the Bugenhagen would at least have some kind of content because he's in Before Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And has some talking there. I mean, they still don't know a lot about him, but he's at least in 2 games. I don't think Dio's in any other game. I think he's just in this game, and he's like, hey, I got the keystone, that's it. He should have had a appearance in Crisis, or
what date
Advent Children.
Tifa date?
It'll be Eris, I think. I haven't done anything special, and if you don't do anything special, it's guaranteed to be Eris.
I love the little mini guillotine on the table.
It's a great hotel.
What are you cutting with that?
That's their cheese cutter.
In-room charcuterie service, cutting slices of salami.
Did Dio even survive? He should have. He survives the shooting because he's still here to give us the keystone. And after that, nothing happens to the gold saucer, so unless he like moved to Midgar right before you know, the raid or something, like, he should be fine.
I could see him having a bigger part in the game, actually. I mean, other than sending you down to the Coral Prison and giving you the Keystone, he really has no...
No. But, like, he could be used because he must have some kind of past story.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't just get that buff sitting around. Like, he did something.
Or all that money to build...
Yeah.
Something
the
like
battle
that.
arena, so like he has some kind of history. It would have been funny if he was in Advent Children, just as a joke. Like, there he is. I love watching that knight get destroyed. That sound effect it plays.
Ah, love.
Now let's celebrate.
Spin. I love how you see his feet.
I love how Cloud and Eris just do the spin. They're like, oh, we know how to do this. We've been practicing.
Dio is Rufus Jr.'s real father.
That would be dun dun dun. Could you imagine that, like in Advent Children? Just gon' creep. Emerald's power allows me to feel.
Badge.
Yeah, that's another blue badge for Race. Race, welcome back to the crew, my dude. Enjoy that beautiful blue badge. Could you imagine in Advent Children if, like, especially in Advent Children with Rufus, because Rufus is like in the wheelchair and like all shrouded and cool looking, and then all of a sudden like Dio blasts in, and Cloud's like, Dio, what are you doing here? And then Rufus just looks at him and goes, Father?
Father.
Father, is that you? I recognize you by your bright red underwear and giant pecs.
I wear the same underwear.
he pulls off the shroud and he's like sitting in the wheelchair in his underwear.
His red underwear.
I just wanted to be like you, Father. Dio's like, you're a disgrace. You can't even go to the battle arena. You're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
No food for you.
You are not fit to wear this underwear.
He gives him some pants.
Yeah.
You're not fit for this life.
Put on some pants.
The ultimate insult to Dio's family is to give him pants. I learned it by watching you. So yeah, to finish what I was saying about in-depth, I just want to thank everyone for all the support. It was very liberating to finally release that video, and everyone's been super supportive of it and enjoying it, and they're looking forward to more in-depth. So I'm looking forward to it too. That's what I want you to know. Like, I love making those videos, and I can't wait to make more. And I also wanted to say that the tutorial videos are not dead. Just because in-depth is taking over doesn't mean that like I'm never going to make another tutorial video. They'll be pretty much kind of like the in-depths are now, where I make them as I have time to. In order to counteract that, I kind of want to make some shorter ones. Make some like tutorials that are just shorter in length. Like I thought about doing a Kate Sith, did you not run into speed? Am I crazy? I wanted to make one about the gold saucer and just like the mini games and what you can win and
That's cool.
stuff. I figured that would be kind of shorter but still interesting. There's a couple other ones I've thought about doing. So, but those will come as I have extra time, maybe during the holidays, stuff like that. I tell you what, Kate Sith might have to be the next in-depth.
Bless you.
I could not believe I uploaded the video, and within 10-20 minutes I had like 10-ish comments, and like 5 of them were do it Kate Sith next. Like, just whoa, like didn't expect that. Everyone wants to see Kate Sith. I think it's just because he's so weird. Like, you just don't really know what to think of him. I better not see a Santa hat in that holiday video.
Shit.
I am so sorry.
Cabinet.
Want to check out the Kefka laugh?
Oh.
You can come back anytime.
Wah, 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 wah.
I like this face, by the way. Reminds me of Dr. Robotnik, kinda. The nose. It's like Dr. Robotnik's nose.
Pretty nice nose.
It's a pretty nice nose, indeed. So I think you can just walk back in now.
Whoa.
Ooh, good.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Oh, I have to register to Mr. Hangman.
He's got like a red headband on.
What do you mean 5 GP? Could you imagine if you went to a store or went to a inn and you had to like play games to stay the night?
That'd be pretty cool. I'd stay there. Nice.
If you don't do well enough in the, you know, at the, what is it, the rolling ball?
Ski ball?
Ski ball?
You just have to sleep in your car.
You don't do good in skee ball and you're out. You gotta sleep in your car. You're sleeping in the parking lot. You don't have enough GP.
By the way, it's 5 GP for parking.
Hope you're good at Tetris. You're not sleeping the night. I'm actually pretty interested to see. Unfortunately, we're playing the MonoMod, so I don't really. This isn't really a good showing of what Kajata can do because our stats suck. But I'm really curious to see in vanilla how much damage Kajata would do for Demon Wall. Because I actually kind of wonder if it's worth to go grab him because I never knew you could. Your KD in COD is too low. We downgraded you to a 1-bedroom room. But I have 3 kids. 1 bedroom, sorry. That's all you get.
Enjoy.
One bedroom, no bed.
Broom closet. No broom.
Not even the broom? Dang, I really wanted the broom.
Snipes!
Oh, I have to use Sarah's. Let's get rid of Tifa. Or let's get rid of Barrett. We'll keep Yuffie. We'll have the all-girl squad. She's got all the magic. I think I'll... Nah, we're gonna give you something crappy so we don't lose good stuff. Let's give you the 4 slots. Now we can give her a good accessory because we get that back. We'll give you the Tetra Elemental.
Guard stick.
And a guard stick.
Clang!
Gotta love the clang. item, I guess. I don't know why I gave you... You do not have enough MP. Why don't I give you... Shield. That doesn't help very much. Just on such a low level.
Yeah.
She's 18. She just has no ability to get like any magic whatsoever. Oh well. So, I wanted to follow up on my Debu item discussion. We've been talking about Debu item and whether or not it's, you know, broken or useful or whatever. I said 2 weeks ago, I think, I said that Debu item isn't really helpful in this mod. Like, it's helpful, obviously, but it also makes things harder because it allows me to multiply items that otherwise I would have to grind for. And if I were to grind for those items, I would get a bunch of levels, which in turn would help me. So the ability to grind those items for free is actually detrimental in the long run because I'll be low leveled. But then a week ago, I was talking about how broken Debu item was just for certain other things, and then people were like, well wait, I thought you said it was made it harder. So I should probably like specify, like, yes, Debu item does make things easier, but at the same time it makes it harder in the long run, is what I meant. Now, should Debu item be used in this mod? Sure, it's there. The creator gave it to us, why not use it? But if we do get through this mod and the whole thing ends up being too easy, then we might go through again and do it without Debu item. I'm kind of already thinking about how we could potentially make this mod harder, make it more of a challenge rather than just a mod. Because you have to understand, like, I do challenge runs, but I also do mod runs, and this is a mod run, and it's not a challenge run. I'm not trying to make this the hardest possible thing on the planet. I'm trying to just play through the mod and enjoy it. So when people comment and they're like, this is too easy, it's like, I know it's too easy, I'm just playing through the mod. Once we finish the mod, we might go back and make it a challenge run. And if we make it a challenge run, then for sure Debu item will probably be out, because it does help a lot. My thought process was maybe no Debu item, and maybe even limit some of the other things that you get. I honestly, I know this sounds crazy, I honestly kind of wonder what you do need to get through this mod. Like, would you be able to just do it without any extra stuff? I feel like probably not, but I don't know how much you really would need. You probably need some armor. Without armor, you're gonna die to stuff like bottom swell. Bottom swell will just like annihilate you. But maybe if we left in the accessories, because a lot of the enemies that can wipe you early wipe you with elemental stuff.
Right.
So I wonder if like a run without the materia or the equipment and only the accessories would be viable. But see, I'm saying this before we even get to the hard part of the game. I have no idea like what the rest of this mod has in store for us. I think a lot of people have jumped the gun too quick saying that Debu item makes this mod free, because we haven't even gotten to the enemies that really have good stats yet.
Right. In the end, it might be Debu item that makes this run doable.
Right. You have to remember, my stats are not increasing and the enemies are. We've been playing through the game against enemies that have okay stats because we're only halfway through the game.
Can seem to get by with using, you know, for those enemies that attack you with elemental, because you can equip
Right.
stuff to negate it.
Right.
But once
that
you come
ends
up
soon.
against one that's just physical damage,
Yeah, that ends very
yeah.
soon. The mid game loves to use elements, but we're getting to the point soon where elements aren't going to be a thing, aka Demon Wall.
Right.
So, yeah, I wouldn't jump the gun too quick and say, like, oh, W item makes this too easy, because we're going to get to the point where, you know, like I said, our stats are sitting at, like, 60 or 70 if we have good armor on, and it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the bosses are going to be increasing, so...
If he could do his wall rush and just wipe out the entire party.
Yeah, I think the Zydric will make a big difference, though. The Zydric's good no matter what. Zydric's good all the way up to the Emerald Weapon. Like, it's just really, really strong. Granted, we only have one of them, but... There really isn't an enemy like that, JT. Pretty much every enemy in this game gives okay experience. There's a couple exceptions, but for the most part, anything I could grind on would give me enough experience to go up a level. Like if we were trying to get 99 elixirs or 99 dragon scales or whatever. Or even like 99 Phoenix Downs. To get 99 Phoenix Downs, you probably just get enough gil to buy 99. And that would cost, you know, that would get you a lot of experience in the meantime, so. Arco with the 200th gifted sub on the channel.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, dude. Let me get some foam fingers in the chat. For Arco, our biggest gifted subber in the chat, my man. Thank you so much. And Solly Socks, welcome to the crew with that tier 3 gifted sub. Woo! That doesn't happen ever. Holy cow. Welcome, my man. Enjoy dem foam finger emotes. Welcome back, I should say. That's your second month.
I like how it spills out. Just like blurp.
Yeah. I should Quadramagic Gajata for Demon Wall and just see what it does.
Yeah.
I still feel like it won't do a lot of damage, but maybe if I pack on Materia, it'll do something funny. I don't know if I have enough MP for that, though.
So what was annoying me about Kajata? It does like all the 3 elemental or 4 elemental.
Yeah.
And if a boss is, you know, immune or absorbs even one of them, it
Yep.
does 0 damage, or you end up healing him.
Yeah, Kajata's kind of a risk-reward kind of thing.
Yeah.
It does really good damage if it does damage.
Right.
That was especially true for New Threat. In New Threat, it was insanely strong, but also potentially did nothing. Yeah, so we should probably talk about the pincer attack. Last week I was talking about the pincer attack and the potential that it's actually impossible to beat in this mod.
Is it worth the nail bat?
No, it is definitely not. But I'm gonna fight it anyways because I'm curious to see if it's doable. I don't know. I truly don't. I want to say that the Zydric will be enough to protect us, but it could just wipe us. I mean, you saw. I mean, Palmer one-shot us, handedly one-shot us. So this
And that's
pincer
not an
attack.
easy battle just playing normally through the game.
No, it's not. The pincer battle is very difficult. In every, vanilla, every mod that we've done, every challenge that we've done, the pincer attack's always a problem. Why isn't it worth the nail bat? Because my attacks are sucky in this game, in this mod. Like, there's no way to increase strength. The thing about, like, magic in this game is that you can always just stack on materia and raise your magic stat. You got Magic Plus, you got Ultima, Shield, Full Cure that all give like 3 or 4 magic. You have weapons that give you magic stat. You have armor that gives you magic stat. So if you stack all that stuff, you can actually get 100, 150 magic stat. But strength, only the weapon affects it. So
And it might be worth it if the Nailbat had slots, materia slots, which it doesn't.
No.
So
you're really just attacking, and because our attack stat starts at 1, you can only get it so high.
yeah.
So even with the Nailbat, physical attacks aren't going to do much for us. I would say with the Nailbat, there's a chance that we do okay damage with a swing, but it's not going to be enough to be worth it. There's just so many ways to increase your magic stat in this game, but there just really isn't much for your attack stat, because they figure it's high. Most characters have a pretty good base strength stat, but in this mod, we have 1. What's up, Pollock? What's up, Dermo?
Dermo. Pollock.
A source we can't use, yay!
Seriously.